starstruck by the expanse of your district. I mean, I want to do this because it was so interesting to me, just listing from the A's to the W's in the sense of all of the different cities and towns that you represent.
You don't appreciate it until you drive it. I mean, you can see it on a map and it looks pretty big, but you know, I tell people, and I give the brief description is, it's Weymouth to Wellesley, and then draw an imaginary line down in Bellingham. And then, of course, you have to throw in Brookline and Cohasset. Now, Cohasset is surrounded by Plymouth County, and Brookline is surrounded by Middlesex and Suffolk County, and neither of them touch Norfolk County, but they're with us.
Detectives from the Cohasset Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walshe, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of three, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walshe, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walshe. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walshe with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walshe will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time.
On January 1st, defendant Googled using his son's iPad. Some of his searches are as follows. Keep in mind that the defendant said he left at 6 a.m. At 4:55 a.m. on January 1st, he searched how long before a body starts to smell. At 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing. At 5:20 a.m., he searched how to unbound a body.
The new revelations or the new evidence that Counsel fears was withheld from the defense that Mr. Green has apparently uncovered is specious at best. It's from the affidavits or the reports that were subsequently done by Joe Reno and independent forensic experts. Our office hired in regard to these.
At 6:25 a.m. on the 1st, how long has someone been missing?
Attachment that I filed.
At 6:34 a.m. on the 1st, can you throw away body parts? At 9:29 a.m., what does formaldehyde do?
And she
At
comes to the same
9:34
conclusion that
a.m.
Trooper Greeno
on the 1st,
that
how long
those
is
Google
DNA
searches
last?
that are
At
attributed by Mr. Green as
9:59
happening at 2:27, 40 seconds in the morning did not occur at that time.
At 11:34 a.m.,
The result of the file being parsed
dispose of a
right
body.
a headlog or a wall file.
At 11:44, how to clean blood from
The
the
analogy that I
report.
would make as far as Mr. Green's analysis of the phone is very similar to counsel's
At
recitation of
1:08,
facts.
what happens
It
when
shows you
you put
one
body
thing,
parts
but
in the
neglects to
motor?
put it in the
At
context of the rest of the
1:21
facts.
p.m.,
It neglects to put it in the context of the remainder of the
throws
evidence.
away or
And
washes.
what Mr. Green does is, yes,
Those
there is an
disappearance
indication in
list.
the phone that there is a
There's
search
also
at
information
2:27
gained from the
and 40
defendant's
seconds in
phone,
the morning.
which shows a
However,
continuous second
behind that
to
data
that
as to when that entry was actually created, it's 6:23 a.m. and 6:24 a.m., which is while Ms.
There were
McCabe
also
is
more
on the
Google
scene
searches on
in front of the
January
Fairview
2nd.
residence
At
with the
12:45
defendant
p.m.,
conducting that Google search in response to
Paxlow
the defendant's
S2 to
request
this number.
to conduct that
At
Google search.
1:10 p.m., can you be
Hypothermia or
charged with
something to
murder
that
without a
effect.
body? At 1:14 p.m., can you identify a body with broken teeth?